Welcome to today's episode of Podcast Name, where we dive deep into some fascinating concepts in technology and design. I'm your host, Your Name, and today we're unraveling the intriguing ins and outs of Ant Design X, a powerful framework that's shaking up the world of AI dialogue applications. Now let's kick things off with a quick question. Have you ever wished there was an easier way to build chat interfaces that can talk back to you intelligently? Well, that's exactly where Ant Design X comes in. Think of it as your very own toolbox for building dynamic web apps that can interact with users in a natural, human-like way. So what exactly is Ant Design X? It's built on the rich interaction paradigm, which might sound a bit technical, but let's break that down. Rich stands for responsive, intelligent, collaborative, and haptic. Now that's a mouthful. Imagine how your conversations with AI could feel, like chatting with a friend who understands you perfectly. Exciting, right? Let's explore some of the components that make up this fantastic framework. We have bubbles for messages and a sender module for users to interact. Picture this. You're chatting with a bot, and then suddenly a message bubble pops up to respond. It feels seamless, like a real conversation. Now here's something interesting. Ant Design X supports tree shaking. I know, sounds like something you do at a weekend barbecue. In developer terms, it means it only loads the parts of the framework that your app needs, keeping things efficient. So if you're not operating an enormous data center, it helps everything run smoothly and faster. What gets me really excited is how easy it is to connect to model inference services with Ant Design X. You can easily hook it up to a powerful AI model like GPT 3.5 in just a few lines of code. Have you ever thought, wow, I wish I could just plug in some code and get powerful AI capabilities? Well, with this framework, it's really that simple. But let's take a step back. I'm sure some of you are wondering, how does this all translate to real-world applications? Imagine healthcare chatbots that can provide instant answers about your symptoms, or customer service interfaces that can solve issues at lightning speed. With Ant Design X, you could build those experiences effectively. I read a compelling post where developers discussed how this framework significantly cut down their deployment times. They went from weeks of coding to just a couple of days, and who wouldn't want to save that much time? Before we wrap up, let's think about practical uses for all of this. Have you considered working with open source contributions? Ant Design X encourages you to join the community, report bugs, and help newcomers. It's not only a place where you can build your cool projects, but also a chance to give back to others seeking to learn. In summary, Ant Design X isn't just about coding. It's about creating a rich conversational experience that feels intuitive and responsive. As we continue to blend technology and human interaction, frameworks like this are paving the way for smarter, more connected applications. So what do you think? Could you see yourself using Ant Design X for a project of your own? I'd love to hear your thoughts or ideas. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Podcast Name. Remember, technology continues to evolve, and staying curious is half the fun. Until next time, keep exploring and pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI.